What's going on, everybody? C4, welcome back to the channel. Woo-hoo-hoo. Just got back in from that Jaden Daniels pack. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I'm going to be able to pull it all together here for a video. But I like doing these videos, especially these big moments, because when I'm an old man, I can come back and probably look at these memories and be cool. Maybe that'll be cool, huh? Me sitting here talking to you guys, hated and trying to compose thoughts and feelings about this game. 55-23, the Philadelphia Eagles absolutely destroy the Washington Commanders. Commanders never had a chance, even if you thought they had a chance. Casual homer. That's all I could say, casual homer. Philadelphia, 55 points. That is the most points ever scored by a team in an NFL championship game. Congrats on that record, Commanders. Like that, oh, it's so good, especially after how that second game against the Commanders ended, where Jalen Hurts got hurt, missed 75% of the game with Kenny Pickett in, and the Commanders fans like, yeah, we're killing. He had like the whole Greg Olsen in the booth thing. This was sweet. This was the absolute revenge that we needed. But point blank period, we are better than Commanders at every single position, including quarterback. Hurts so good that this game was never going to be close. To give, not just troll, not just be a complete Eagles homer. If you are watching this as a Commander fan, I appreciate it. It must not be easy clicking on this video. And for that, I say you guys are definitely, future is bright. As long as Jane Daniels can stay healthy. Very small, and I've always been a Jane Daniels fan. You go back, you go on at PapaXC4 on Twitter X. Give me a follow. Type in Jane Daniels, Arizona State. Since he was a true freshman in Arizona State, I've been gassing this guy up on social media. I'm a big fan. Just because I'm a bigger fan of Drake May than I am Jane Daniels doesn't mean I don't like Jane Daniels. They're all awesome quarterbacks. And for you at the Commanders, the fact that you're speed running year one of this rebuild, you got rid of the worst owner in sports, and now you have a franchise quarterback. Hell of a year, man. Hell of a year. Cinderella run. You guys haven't been good since I've been watching football. So enjoy it, and hey, it'll be fun. It's gonna be a great battle for the next couple of years. But I bulked Jaden Daniels up. You know what? Celebrate the success of that Jaden Daniels rookie season. Send him cakes and pies and cookies. And, like, just see if we can give him, like, 215, 220, just to, longevity of his career a little bit. I don't know. Or maybe he'll be like Devontae Smith, where it just doesn't make sense how a guy that small can continue to play at such a high level in the NFL. So, kudos to the Commanders. Hell of a year. But there is a hierarchy. And there's Philly's right there at the top, tippy top of that mountain. Commanders are way down here trying to get to that spot. There's still a giant gap in these two programs. And I will say just last little thing in closing. Cool to see Zach Ertz get 11 catches for 100 yards. And what it could be his last game. Saw an awesome moment backstage when he was walking off. Him and Fletcher Cox were talking. That was cool. Go check it out. A little heartwarming for two Eagles legends. So that was awesome. You know what's not awesome, though, is Frankie Lou is a bitch. He is a bitch. He's a bitch that if he was on the Eagles, I'd probably like him a lot. But he's not. Trying a bunch of failed Troy Polamalu acts where the refs were threatening just to straight up wave off the drive and be like, we're giving the touchdown to the Philadelphia Eagles. That would be the first time that's ever happened to any team not named the Kansas City Chiefs. So that would have been pretty cool. But we didn't need it. Philly absolutely cruised to victory. Got to play our backups, pull our starters in the fourth quarter. It was pretty embarrassing. It's embarrassing if you're a Commanders fan. It's like literally the most you're holding your head up high because of the successful season, but also you just got embarrassed in like the most important game in most Commander fans' lives currently. Sucks. It hurts. I don't know how I'd feel if this scoreline was inverse, but it's not because we got Jalen Hurts at quarterback. 20 of 28, 246 yards, 4 total touchdowns. He played tonight like he was in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. And if this is the Jalen Hurts that is going to show up in a couple weeks' time, that is going to be incredible. Regardless of if it's the Bills or the Chiefs. And right now, I'm kind of hoping for the Chiefs because we ended the Patriots dynasty. I feel like we can do it again to another big dynasty against the Chiefs. It would be iconic revenge, whatever you want to break it down. But if this Jalen Hurts shows up, we're going to be the favorites. I think regardless of opponent, Philly is going to be favorites of the Super Bowl, and that is because not only Jalen Hurts, so we're giving it an A+, but because of the legendary, after only one season, Saquon Barkley, who's like, 60 yards shy of having the most rushing touchdowns ever in a single season, postseason included. 118 yards, hat trick of touchdowns. Love seeing Will Shipley get cleanup duty, too. That was awesome. Saquon's incredible. I missed the first touchdown. I went up after the the long-ass Commanders drive that was boring me to death. Went up to get a drink, came back down. It was a commercial. I was like, oh, check Twitter. Hopefully someone didn't get hurt. That was a pretty quick commercial. It's like, oh, Saquon Barkley, 60-yard touchdown run. Cool. All right, didn't miss that. Okay. But luckily, we got to see a couple more touchdowns. I didn't miss those ones. Saquon is incredible. This run game is incredible. This O-line, they are going to benefit from this bye week coming up. We got to get Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens healthy. We got to get Kenny Gainwell healthy. But A+ for the run game as well. Receivers, we got 6 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown for A.J. Brown. Dallas Goedert, 85 yards. Had a couple rushing attempts, which was a unique twist to the offense. Devontae Smith, 4 catches, 45 yards. Felt like all those were for first downs. Happy to see A.J. Brown get it going a little bit. He was outstanding. Absolutely dominated Marshawn Lattimore all day long. Belt to ass. That's what we need to see from wide receiver 1. Felt like everyone kind of got in when they fit. Everyone on the offense is getting an A+. Special teams. I actually didn't talk about special teams after last week's snow game, which I should have because they were actually excellent. Very tough kicks made by Jake Elliott. But this regression is brutal. He cannot kick a field goal over 50 yards. He went from a sure thing. He went from a asset when you're kind of looking at pros and cons between Eagles and their opponents. Well, we got Jake Elliott. That has not been the case this year. And I'd be gutted if a moment comes in the Super Bowl, if it's like a 51-yard field goal, right? Like, do you trust him to make it? I don't know if I think he has enough of an established reputation that you give him a chance. But I think if things are dicey in the Super Bowl, you got to bring a kicker in. You got to at least open up a competition, maybe let a fire under his ass, because he went from being one of the most reliable kickers in the league, especially clutch kickers in the league, to spotty at best. So it'd be brutal. But that honestly might be the only weakness I have for this Philadelphia Eagles team going into a Super Bowl. Defense, A+. Right? 2017's defense was awesome. But then in the Super Bowl, you saw like kind of the cracks and let the Patriots score like the most points, most yards, all that stuff. Luckily, it was still a win, and BG got the sack fumble, as seen right there. But that defense, it was good. It was talented, but probably as a whole, Jim Schwartz's defense was just like great, not elite. And then in a couple years later, we go to lose against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That defense had like the most sacks ever, like modern NFL season, the most sacks ever. But couldn't get the job done. I think, honestly, this defense might be the best Eagles defense I've seen in my lifetime. Not the same as that Super Bowl loss against the Chiefs defense. Definitely a better pass rush there, but I think you feel at all 3 levels so much more confident with this defense. The D-line obviously is incredible. Love seeing Jordan Davis make some plays. TFL had a big sack. Man, if he can unlock a little bit of a pass rush, look out, good God. Nolan Smith continues to be dominant. I mean, we can't glaze Jalen Carter any more than he was just, man, there was one clip where he literally just punched a dude, like hit him with a Bas Rutten palm strike. Just swat, I think it was a center. Like, he's so freaking good. And it was an awesome thing I saw this week where Aaron Donald was like, yep, there's my successor right there, Jalen Carter. Not going to feel pretty good. Quinyon Mitchell with an interception. CJ made some plays. Cooper DeJean was awesome. Didn't give up anything. Zach Bond, how much is he going to cost? I have no idea. Like, he has to be the first name. You get Mekhi Becton, you got Milton Williams, you got Kenny Gainwell, all these guys you would love to see back. I think you have to just be like, we're paying Zach, and hopefully we have enough to pay everyone else. That's how you have to view it, because he is such a game changer at that middle level. Forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, tackles for losses, plays in coverage. He can literally rush the passer. He can do every single, and that being said, I have no idea what the price is. Is he going to get priced the same as a traditional middle linebacker? Probably, maybe not. The price on Zach Bond keeps going up, and I think we all probably know Howie Roseman and trust Howie Roseman enough to know that, likely this is probably on Zach Bond's side why a deal has not been done. If he is a smart agent, he's going, no. We're going to appreciate everything. We'll help you maybe shave $1 million off. We'll give you a little bit of a hometown discount, but Zach Bond is going to be a very rich man. And if you ain't, I absolutely think that there's some agent thing going on there. Be like, we're hitting the open market, give you guys a chance, first chance, right of refusal, whatever. Chance to match. I could see Zach Bond doing something like that, but he's going to get a bag, and it needs to be to stay with us because he is. You need all 3. You need your Jalen Carter on the front, you need your Zach Bond in the middle, and you need your Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean tandem on the back end. That is the core of this team going forward for the next 3-4 years. Got to keep all those pieces together. But overall, A+ from the defense. I'm getting ready to go enjoy the second half of the AFC game. Would love to hear what you guys think. Game ball for me. I'm giving it to Jalen Hurts. Awesome, incredible performance. Need to see that again in 2 weeks' time. Let me know how you feel about this game. And until next time, it's your boy C4, and I'll see you back here for the Eagles' reaction after the Super Bowl against either the Chiefs or the Bills. It's going to be a good time. Hopefully, won't be depressed. Be pretty cool if I'm not depressed. But until that time, it's your boy C4. Say peace out, love ya. Have a good one.